Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Michelle and we're doing some makeup today. I'm going to be playing with some fall colors, which is my favorite time of year. I'm starting with my usual hack, which is the Benefit Highbrow. Um, People use it to highlight their eyebrows, but what I do with it is a bit of a hack. So I have a 51-year-old face, and the area under my eyes is it's pretty dark. Got lots of shadows right in here. So we're going to take the highbrow and we're going to color in the darkest lines. We're going to be using the Benefit Boing, the Industrial Strength Concealer. I almost always use this product too, and I use it to cover the age spots. Next thing I'm going to do is foundation. I am using the Urban Decay All Nighter. Got a little splotchy. It's a fairly wet formula. So because it's a little bit wetter, I'm going to actually put it on with a brush. I'm actually going to start to blend it out with the brush as well. Nice. Now we're going to go in with the barely dampened Beauty Blender and we're going to stamp this in a little bit. And if you're wondering why you dampen a Beauty Blender, it holds on to less product. And depending on the quality of your Beauty Blender, as you're doing this, it may be picking up as much off of your face as it's putting on. Dampening it helps with that. And in case you're wondering, the shade that I am using is 0.5 on the foundation. Now I'm moving on to the concealer, which I am also using the Urban Decay All Nighter. And this one is Fair Warm. I'm going to continue on our journey to brighten up under my eyes. You don't need me to make sound effects. I know that. I know it. Now we're going to take a tiny little Beauty Blender, like a jelly bean Beauty Blender, and we're going to blend this out. So the next thing I'm going to do, which a lot of people won't necessarily agree with, is I am going to be adding a tiny bit of powder underneath each eye. Powder everywhere else on the face is going to settle into the cracks and the crevices and actually make you look older. I'm just doing it to protect the under eye area for when I do my eye makeup. So I am using the Urban Decay Ultimate Brush Off in light. And we're just going to stamp this tiny little bit. Tiny little bit. But you can see, I don't know if you can see that, I'll get a little closer, where the powder is, you can actually see it settling into some creases. So this is not going to be sticking around on my face. It's literally just to protect the under eye area. Okay, let's move on to the eyes. For today's palette, I am going to be using the Urban Decay. Oh my goodness, this is like the 4th Urban Decay product. I did not plan it that way. This is the Urban Decay G-Train palette. This particular color scheme is called G-Train. Look at those. Aren't they fantastic? Super fall colors, which is why I chose it for today. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to start with this matte sort of deep brick red color right here that we're going to be putting all over the eyelids. It's called Tunnel. Because, you know, it's a G train. Just covering the eyelids. And right now we're just doing the lids. We're going to be blending it up a little bit later into the crease, because that's what we do. Oh, that is like the ultimate fall color. There we go. Next step, I'm going to be taking that same color, the tunnel, and I'm going to be putting a line underneath my eyes. I'm going to go about 2/3 of the way. Not fully into the corner. Outside corner pocket. There we go. That's done. I changed my brush and I'm going to be moving on to the actual G-Train color, which is this matte green right here. I know, doesn't seem like it's gonna go together, but it really does. Super harmonious colors. We're going to start packing this into the outside corners of the eyes. A little bit across the upper lash line. Just a smidge. That's good. Now we're going to take that same G-Train color and we're going to go just underneath the first color that we put underneath the eyes, because you know what we need? We need a Smoky Joe. Next color we're moving on to is going to be this sort of bronzy shimmer color right here, and we're going to put that into the corners of the eyes. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to take this color right here that's called Subway. It's kind of a little bit lighter than like a terracotta tan. And we're going to be putting that right above these colors that we did right here, and we're going to be using that to blend it out just a little bit. A little bit into the ever so harder to find crease. There we go. It's the Robert De Niro face to find the crease. I swear, if you were not here watching, I'd still be doing this and giggling. There we go. Now we're going to take a brush with nothing on it. We're going to blend it out just a little bit. Soften it, blur it out. You know that moment when fall hits and you got to turn the heat on in your house for the first time? I love that moment. Usually accompanied by the smell of burning leaves, which is one of my favorite smells. Is that a weird thing to say? It's my favorite smell. Okay, blend it out. Next thing I am going to do, because I'm done with the heavy colors, is I'm going to get rid of that setting powder underneath my eyes. This is a weird brush. It's like a regular brush, but it's got these little cloud bumpies on it. I think it's for blending something. Next step we're going to be doing is contour. I am going to be using the NYX Contour Cream Stick. All about light and shadows. And the cheekbones. Down the sides of the nose. If you'll notice on my nose, I've got like this bit of a hook right here. I'm going to darken that just a wee smidgen. Wee smidgen. A little bit above the eyebrows and at the hairline. A step always the chin. Just underneath the chin line, right at your jaw. So much fun. I'm going to be taking the light side of the same stick. There we go. Let's blend it out. I'm taking a Wet n Wild flat-headed brush. I'm going to be using to blend this out. And I got to tell you, when I'm cleaning my brushes, this brush always takes the longest. But I have one of those ones that kind of spins it for you. It's an electronic one. Thank goodness. Those work really great, just in case you were wondering. Next step, we're going to be putting a little bit of blush on. I am using the NYX Sweet Cheeks in Fig. It's a really kind of a plummy color, which I adore. And I'm going to be putting it on with this giant brush. Gotta find the apples. Apples. I don't have to make that particular face in order to find the apples. I just enjoy making that face to find the apples. Blush on. It's a little bit heavy right here. Let's take my beauty blender. There's a little bit leftover foundation on it. There we go. That's done. Next step, I'm going to be moving on to highlighter. I am using Too Faced. This came in like a gift pack holiday set for the Too Faced. It does not have a name to it. They have like a blue one and a pink one. I am using the blue one. And it has this really gorgeous sort of golden highlighter to it that I'm going to be using. A little bit on the cheekbones. Bringing attention to where you want it to look fuller. See that? A bit of the tip of the nose. I said a little bit. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Above the brows. There we go. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some lashes, which are harder to do while I'm talking. So I'm going to put them on and I'll be right back. Okay, lashes on. If you're curious, I'm using the Ardell Magnetic Lashes 002. I also use the L'Oreal Double Extend Mascara on my top and bottom lashes. So there. Next thing I'm going to do is my lips. It's a good fall lip color. I am using the Revlon lip liner in Natural. And for the lip color, I'm going to be using the NYX Suede Matte Lipstick, and the color is called Dainty Days. Look at that. That is a perfect fall color. It's going to tie the whole look together. One last step that I am going to do because of my tiny top lip is add a tiny little bit of that same highlighter from the Too Faced palette, and I'm going to put that right on the center of my top lip in the Cupid's bow. Bring a little bit of light to that area, make it look a little bit fuller. A little bit on the bottom too. Even the score. There we go. We got a fall look going here. I enjoy doing these videos so much, and having you stop by for a visit feels really, really good. I'm going to take my hair and do what I do and show you the final result. Okay, we did it. We finished our face. It's a fairly easy fall look to do. I'm going to go take a walk and show the world my fall face. The colors of fall are so fabulous, and you can find some that are going to be just perfect for you. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the cooler weather. It's a perfect time for snuggling up. It's a perfect time for self-care, which is what makeup is. It's just another way to take care of yourself, which you should be doing every day anyway. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the hang time, and go find your face.